Hello and good evening. My name's Jeremiah Shaver and I'm a multimedia journalist with The Telegram. I am broadcasting live here along Broadway Street in the city of Wellston, where we are waiting for the 2025 Hometown Parade, which is a part of the OHillCo Festival, also known as the Ohio Hill Country Festival, here in the city of Wellston. You may notice some different police units helping with traffic control and blocking the streets. You can see in my shot here, blocking Ohio Avenue at Broadway intersection, a unit from JPD, the Jackson Police Department. And on up the street here, we have a unit from the OHill Police Department that is lending a hand up there at the intersection of Pennsylvania and Broadway. And the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is also here. I've seen Jackson County Sheriff Ted Frazier around as well. These fellow officers are on hand providing some extra help this evening because, you know, a lot of Wellston, not a lot of Wellston's folks, but many of Wellston's folks are in Nelsonville this evening for the calling hours and viewing for the late Wellston police officer Matthew Juniper, who passed away in a tragic accident involving a golf cart over Labor Day weekend. Him, along with another officer, Brant Darrow, were involved in that accident. Juniper passed, and Darrow was later flown. He has since returned back home, has a long road to recovery ahead of him. But shout out to all the local law enforcement here in Jackson County stepping up to lend a hand during the Wellston OHillCo Festival, while the Wellston Police Department may be a little short-handed. So we are at the intersection of Broadway Street and Ohio Avenue, and we're just waiting for the parade to make it to us on the parade route. The parade should have stepped off at 6:30, and it will be making its way down Pennsylvania Avenue to Broadway here where I am, and then so it should make a left on Pennsylvania onto Broadway, and then from Broadway make a left onto Railroad Avenue, and then make its way past the main stage here at the 2025 Wellston OHillCo Festival. So, and if you've ever watched one of my parade videos before, I call it as I see it, and I don't have like a list or a script or anything like that. Just as I see the units pass in front of me, I just call them out based on what is on the unit. So we'll see how that goes tonight. And once again, this is your hometown parade here at the 2025 Wellston OHillCo Festival. Appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. We had a little rain. It was around 5 o'clock. Poured the rain here, and after that the sun come out, clouds parted, and it's just a beautiful evening here in the city of Wellston. If you're thinking about coming out, come on down to Wellston. The festival is held along Railroad Avenue, Ohio Avenue, and part of 2nd Street here in the city of Wellston. And they have rides and inflatables, and it looks like the rides must have passed inspection, because I do see some of them running in my background here. So we were here for the Mini Queen contest that was held at 5:30. I posted a picture with the results on the Telegram News Facebook page, as well as my Facebook page, Jeremiah Shaver, The Telegram News. You can get on and see who won Mini Queen, along with co-attendants. So if you've never been and watched the Mini Queen contest, it was something that was started several years ago now, and it's basically kind of a catalyst to get young girls interested in royalty contests. And it was something that was started many years ago now, and I think it's been pretty successful because they have quite a few Miss OHillCo contestants participating this year, and a lot of those names I recognize as young girls that participated in the mini queen contest. And what I was going to say is, if you've never seen the mini queen contest, it's essentially a lottery with flowers. What they do is they have all these flowers on a table. A little girl with her parent comes on stage, they announce them, say how old they are, that kind of stuff, a little bit about them, and then they pick out a flower. Well, the flower is wrapped in tissue paper, and so you don't know what color the flower is. And then once everybody picks a flower, which there was 15 contestants this year, they can unwrap that flower, and whoever has, for example, this year, the young girl that had the yellow flower was the queen, the mini queen, and then the two girls that had the blue flowers were your co-attendants. And like I said, those results have been posted on the Telegram News Facebook page, and we'll have a story with pictures in a future edition of the Telegram. Somebody, Sherry Mannering, said, didn't know there was a parade tonight. Is there a schedule somewhere with what's going on and when? Yes, we have a schedule posted at thetelegramnews.com. If I think about it, I can try to share that on your comment there. That way you can go back and look. The parade's not made its way here, so I think I still have that pulled up on my other device here. If I do, I will share it with you in the comments there, Sherry. But yeah, tonight is opening night of your Wellston OHillCo Festival. And it looks like we're starting to get units coming through the intersection there at Pennsylvania and Broadway. And as always, I will try to call it as I see it. And keep in mind, I'll be taking pictures for the paper as well, so I'll be kind of multitasking here. And Sherry, I just shared the link to the schedule that is on our website. You can get on there and check that out. Alright, so the parade is making its way down Broadway now. It should be entering the intersection here at Ohio Avenue anytime. Once the parade concludes, I will be ending the video and heading down to the main stage for opening ceremonies. So making their way into the intersection, we have a unit from the Wellston Police Department. Looks like Wellston Police Chief John Robinson is leading the parade this evening. And behind them, you can see Jackson County Sheriff Ted Frazier making his way through the parade. And behind them, you have a unit from the Ohio State Highway Patrol making their way through the parade. Coming up next, we have folks from the Boy Scouts of America. You can see a few of them there carrying the collars. I believe there's a gentleman there in front with the American flag from the Legion, the Wellston American Legion. And behind them, you have a unit from the DAV, that's the Disabled American Veterans. followed by a unit from the Jackson County Veterans Services. And we have there's a Wellston Police Department that is a ATV. And we got a golf cart, and I see, I believe that's Maley. Missed getting his picture there, but his late wife is the Grand Marshal this year, Emily. And you have the Wellston OHillCo Festival just went by, then the Wellston Fire Department, and then the Wellston Golden Marching Rockets. Behind them, you can see the Wellston cheerleaders, followed by the Wellston football team, making their way through. We got some more Wellston Rockets on foot there. We have Code Blue, that's Wellston Golden Rocket Marching Band's vehicle there. And we got a unit from Flowerland. Followed by the Wellston Senior Citizen King and Queen. They'll be crowned here at the opening ceremonies. We have a unit from the Jackson County Senior Citizen Center. And then you have Wellston Fire Department's Spirit Truck. This truck, they debuted, I think it was last year or early this year. And it is in the theme and color of the Wellston Golden Rockets. Beautiful truck. And we have another unit from the Wellston Fire Department. And coming into the frame, we have, this is your contestants for the Wellston OHillCo Festival. This looks like the I'm not sure if it's the little, I think it's the Little Miss maybe, or the Junior Miss contestants. Then coming into the frame, we have your Wellston High School. I'm guessing this is your seniors. You can see Wellston Mayor Anthony Brenner pulling the float there as he makes his way through the intersection. This must be your, yeah, this is your seniors, your class of 2026, making their way through the intersection here. And we have a couple towing units from High Road Towing and Recovery. Got to roll back, and then you have one of those more commercial type units making its way through the parade right now. Alright, coming up next, I think these are your Little Miss contestants for the 2026. It'd be 2026. If I said 2025 before, I didn't. It's always a year ahead. So this is your 2026 Little Miss contestants coming through the intersection. Followed by some folks from Holzer making their way through. And then this young lady, she was your mini queen. She was just crowned and given her sash tonight. I believe the name was Ari Yates, if I recall correctly. Have to double check that, but you can see her right in the back of the blue truck there. She makes her way through the hometown parade here Wednesday evening. Then we have a kind of a brush unit from the Wilson Fire Department, followed by, these are your contestants, your 2026 contestants for the Wellston OHillCo, riding on the float, getting ready to come into the intersection here. Yeah, that's your 2026. That's your Miss. So they're the ones vying for Queen, making their way through the intersection there. I can't tell who's on the truck there. Somebody's on the truck making their way through. They're sitting on the back, so I can't see. Coming through the intersection now, that is your 2025 Jackson County Fair Queen and Court. That's Queen Kate Ross with her royalty. I think on the back of the white truck that went by where we couldn't see, that was one of the co-attendants for the Miss. For the Miss that was just tonight. And here is this is the Bible Baptist Church. That is 414 North Park Avenue in Wellston. They're inviting everyone to their free annual hog roast. That'll be on September 14th this year. Coming into the frame now, you have the unit from the Wellston Bundy Elementary. You can see a bunch of little tykes on the float there, making their way through hometown parade here Wednesday evening. And coming up next, we have a float from Grace Baptist Fellowship Church. You can see Pastor Tim Jones there making his way through the parade with probably members of his congregation there. And then next you have some royalty. This looks like the Southern Ohio Sweethearts making their way through the parade tonight. And we have a unit from the Wilson Fire Department coming into the frame. Followed by a unit from the Jackson County Emergency Medical Services, Jackson County EMS, that is Medic 81. Oh, and getting ready to come into the frame here. He's still on vacation, but he's making his way through the parade here. You have the Wellston Lions Club Santa, and he is sporting his vacation look. Got the Hawaiian shirt on, got the shorts, and there he goes, making his way through. Be Christmas before you know it. I'm just saying that today. Seems like we get to the festivals, get through the festivals, and then Christmas is here. And looks like bringing up the rear here, you have Wellston Fire Department's, this is their lift truck bringing up the rear. So there you have it. That is your 2025 Wellston OHillCo Festival Hometown Parade here on Wednesday, September 3rd. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Reporting for The Telegram on theteleGramNews.com, I'm Jeremiah Schaefer.